Hi, my dear students. So I'm back with a new question. Before we do a new question, let's discuss the question which was given to you earlier. Okay. So I have told you to do or make a pattern with the help of a for loop or a while loop like this. Okay. So when we have a one row, we need a one asterisk. When we have a row two, in row two we have a two asterisks, and in our row 3 we have a 3 asterisks, okay, and so on. So what we are going to do is we have already have a loop, and we have used a simple for loop I range 1 to n, and when I'm printing this, what I'm getting is we are getting an error actually. So let's make it comment, and let's see, we have 5, so I'm getting 5. So here what it is, when we have a row 1, okay, or the value of I is 1, we need only one asterisk. So let us print the value of I and then check it out. Okay, let's run this program, and this time it's 5, and you can see for the row 1 I'm getting one asterisk. I should be getting one asterisk. For the row 2 I should be getting 2, 3, 4, and so on, right? So instead of multiplying with the R, what we can do, we can multiply it with the I. Okay, so according to this, I think I must succeed in this, right? And you can see as the result displays, I am able to succeed. I succeeded this time. Okay, sorry for my English. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this I, so this looks perfect, right? Now, see, we have alt 4, let's see, 6. Now we have a triangle of a 6 strings, right? Now another way of doing the same is we can have a nested for loop and use it. For example, say we have another for loop for I in range 1 comma r plus 1, that will be number of rows, and when this loop is executed for the first time, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have another loop with the range, let's say 0 to j. Okay, and I'm going to print this stick here. I will tell you how I have made this program, comma, let's say n is equals to nothing. Okay, so when a print command will finish executing, it will not print or not go to the new line. Okay, so now when my inner loops terminate, then after terminating, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a simple print. Okay, and what it does, it simply prints the line break. Okay, so what my idea is, for example, the value of I tends to be, let's say, 4. Let us I am assuming this. Okay, for example, uh, at a certain point of a time where we have a I is equals to 4, then here you have to substitute this to 4. So this will work from 0 to 4 minus 1. Okay, you can say this somewhat like this, 0 to 4 minus 1. That means this loop will execute how many times? This loop will execute 4 times, right? Let's make it a comment and check it out whether it's true for us or not. Okay, now let us simply execute this program and see. I have 8, actually it would be a little less, so you can check it out. I run into it. So what it says the name J is not defined. For J in range, okay, it should be I. Let's change it to I, and then execute this piece of code again. This time 4, and see, my program is working again. Now let us debug and check out what's going on. Okay, I have made a breakpoint. Just hit Shift plus F9, or you can click on debug. Okay, so here I have connected. Let's enter 5 this time. Enter, and now you can see we have value of r is equal to 5, and in the console we do not have anything right now. Okay, so as soon as I hit F8, the value of I tends to be 1. Okay, so now you can see j, I have, what I have written is range 0 to 1. So actually now this time the value of I is 1 and j will be 0. See, now a new variable j is created whose value is 0, and when I hit F8 again, it prints a simple asterisk. And remember, cursor doesn't change its line. Okay, so next line will be next print statement will print from here only. It will not go to the new line till I use another slash n operator. Correct, right? So I'm back this time, and I do not have any more element, so it will break and we will move to this line. Okay. See, okay, hope you got it, because the value of I was 1, so 0 to 1, that is 0 only, so we have only one iteration for this loop this time. Okay, now if I print this, it will simply change the line. You can see my cursor has moved. Now one more F8, and we have a new value for I. This time I is 2, and now C, we have J. So if you evaluate this, it will be somewhat like this: range 0 to 2. 0 to, that means this will give you 1 and 2, so that means this loop will execute twice. Okay, let's run this. J is equals to 0, it simply prints asterisk, and we move inside. We move toward the loop control again. Notice line is not changed. Now the value of j is 1, then print asterisk. Okay, so now you can see we have 2 asterisk for the row. Now we do not have any element in the list, so we will move down and line is changed. Okay, similarly for 3 also you can see we have 3 elements, 0, 1 and 2. So 1, 2 and 3, all the elements have been printed now. Now we do not have any more element, so we move down and new line will be printed. Okay, next we have 4, that's we have discussed. So now the range says 0 to 4 minus 1, that is 0, 1, 2 and 3. So what will be the value? It will be 0 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, so my range function gives these values, and one by one these will be transferred to j. So when we execute it for the first time, the value of j must be 0. Okay, you can check it out. The value of j is 0 here, so it will print asterisk for 1 also, for 2 also, and for 3 also. Okay, so we have 4 asterisk for the row 4 if the value of I is 4. Okay, now loop will terminate and line will be changed. So this is another way you can create a pattern. You can use this one or this one. Now there can be a question which simply says by using an asterisk. At that scenario you have to write a program somewhat like this, and if there is no particular method specified in the question, you can use any of these. Okay, hope you got this. Now let us terminate this. Now it's time to give you a homework. Now you have to do the same task with the help of a while. With the help of while. Okay, so you have to use only while, you cannot use for loop. Okay, hope you will do it and submit your work. Okay, that's all for today. Have a nice day. Please put your some brain on solving this. So bye and have a nice day.